And the check will be presented by royalty. Miss Georgia Princess.
Yeah.
Blakely Wall.
Blakely's coming back in to do the honors this morning, which would be nice. We'll have the Red Cross representatives on hand as well. So if you'd like to come by and be a part of it, we want, if you've got school-age children and you're on your way in with them or something, swing by our parking lot so that they can be a part of this too, because we want them to get the credit they so richly deserve for this.
The Kix parking lot. What beautiful scenery.
Bubba Hawkins, actually, this was kind of his idea, and he's not even here this morning. Where is he?
I figured he was out getting donuts or something.
I don't know. Well, maybe he is. I don't know. But I have not seen him this morning. And that's typical.
Yeah.
Come up with something like this and then he's a no-show.
Open mouth, don't do anything.
Although, it's not a bad thing when he doesn't show.
My baby knows me.
696 minutes. Country leader, lovable woman from Travis Tritt.
Finally.
Yeah.
More proof that cars are stupid.
Yes, they are.
Police in Middlesex Township, Pennsylvania say they arrested Randy Smeltz after he boasted about his good pot over the telephone. Smeltz apparently didn't realize there was a cop on the other end. Now, the bizarre chain of events began when Smeltz called police and asked an officer to call him back about a stolen radio. Police say when they called back, someone picked up the phone but didn't answer. So officers took notes as they listened to two men and a woman talk about illegal drugs. At some point, Smeltz picked up the phone and tried to make a call. The officer said hello and started a conversation. Police say Smeltz made a sound like he was puffing on a joint and said he had some good weed. He's now facing drug charges and is being held on a $25,000 bond.
Hey, Smeltz, why do you think they call it dope?
Your Kix 96 forecast is next.
Looks 96 Venice country leader. There he is. Speaking of country leaders, it's Garth.
Now, that's a happy song to me. However, Garth said in his press conference yesterday that his new album, Scarecrow, which comes out in a month, is what he thinks is his happiest album yet. So we'll find out. The first song, Wrapped Up in You, debuted yesterday. We've actually already been playing Beer Run, but that's not the official first release anymore. Wrapped Up in You is.
Yeah, because of the recent events, they felt like Beer Run
didn't fit.
Wasn't quite appropriate.
Yeah.
So. Okay.
But that's a duet with George Jones. There's also a duet with Trisha Yearwood on the album.
Should be some great stuff.
November 13th is when you can buy it.
And it had a very, very wild, warm reception.
Oh, yeah.
With all of that. Speaking of that, Dan, that was kind of the inspiration that Bubba Hawkins took to put together and get the ball rolling on the press conference in the parking lot, which will take place a little bit later this hour.
We're setting up for it right now.
Our Kix Country school kids who were so instrumental in making such a huge success of the quest for the Million Pennies are to be thanked and congratulated. And yes, and the
standing
check,
ovation.
The full amount check counted by Brinks and the rest of them is going to be presented to.
I have to drag that check. It's so heavy.
Look at that.
Check.
We'll have that presentation a little bit later on. Kix 96 presents County Line live in concert tomorrow night at Blind Willie's in Statesboro, and tickets are now on sale at Fast Tracks, Cloud 9, and Smiling Buddha.
It's dark out now.
It is.
Real dark. And, we raised the money for the American Red Cross Disaster Relief Fund as a result of the terrorist attacks. And also a lot of people have been called up to military duty as we strike back against Afghanistan and protect our country. My sister's one of those people called up for the reserves for the Coast Guard.
Yeah.
She's been at Tybee, and on her days off, she stays at my apartment because normally she lives in South Carolina. So she's at my apartment last night and for the next few days, which means when I get up at 3:30 in the morning and she sleeps on the couch bed, I have to be kind of quiet, or I try to be out of respect for her. Yeah. Well, I do everything in the bathroom. I'm a girl, makeup, hair, all that stuff. My bathroom door doesn't close all the way.
It doesn't.
I can pull on it. It won't latch and close all the way. So when I turn the light on, I just know that under her breath, she's saying not nice things about me.
We've got one of those too. Although if you know how to do it, you can get it to close.
Mine used to be like that, but now forget it.
Which was annoying. It won't. There's no way you can see. I don't.
So yours does close.
If you have to pull and turn it a certain way, otherwise it will just come back unlatched and start coming open. Which at times is not the greatest thing for that to happen. You know what I'm talking about? Okay.
Boyfriend, and once in a while when other people come by, they grumble about the door, and I'm like, why? We're all adults. But seriously, that leads me to a list of certain things that you should provide to make people's bathroom experience more enjoyable. It's bathroom etiquette. We all need to know this because apparently I don't.
Enjoyable experience in the okay.
Yes.
All right,
First thing on the list of bathroom etiquette is having a bathroom that locks. Failed there.
Okay.
Leave the toilet seat lid down, both of them. I guess that's so the dog can't drink out of it, too.
Probably so.
Have fashionable towels in the bathroom.
Fashionable towels.
Something pretty to look at. So you don't feel like you're using something that you wipe the sludge off the floor with. Have magazines in there.
Yeah,
that's why it's often called the library.
That's a good. And may I suggest an assortment of them? I first got married. Jennifer's got. There's nothing but like Cosmo type magazines. I don't know if that's what they are.
Buy your own and bring it in there.
Well, eventually I did. Now there's some football magazines in there. Now you're talking.
I can bring the mail in there like I do when I get home.
Actually, there's country music magazine in there, which is cool.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay.
You can read an article about Martino while you're in there. What fun. Also, bathroom etiquette requires having a telephone in there.
No.
And a radio.
A telephone?
And a radio.
You don't have a telephone in your bathroom.
But I have a cordless. You can bring it in there.
Do you tell people if you're in there?
No.
You don't tell them, do you?
No.
But you've been in there and done that, haven't you?
No. I can't tell you how many times I've called guy friends or business associates on their cell phones, and they've answered it. And when I find out halfway through the conversation that they're in the men's room,
it's like, what are you doing?
That's disturbing.
I know, yeah.
Women don't answer the phone in the bathroom.
And if they do, they don't tell you about it.
No.
Okay.
Have a radio in there so you can listen to Kix 96.
And that's a good idea.
Because you'd be missing the bathroom etiquette right now. The last thing on the list of bathroom etiquette is have aromatherapy spray in there.
That might have been something you could put at the top of the list.
Mike and Laura.
Kix 96 Venice country leader. Dust on the bottle of Dave Murphy. Kix 96 is giving away tickets for the NASCAR Busch Grand National Food World 300 and Winston Cup EA Sports 500 in Talladega. You can register to win at the new Savannah Toyota before October 16th. And then you just get ready to hear the roar of the cars on Saturday, October 20th and Sunday, October 21st. Speaking of sports, how about them Atlanta Braves off to a good start, in the playoffs? Knocking off the Astros yesterday, thanks to Chipper Jones cracking out a 3-run homer. So they'll continue on, hopefully taking and making quick business of the Astros. Brooks and Gunn, Kix 96.
Kix 96 news time is 7:23. It's 61 degrees. Good morning. I'm Laura Anderson. Here's what's happening. The spokesman for Osama bin Laden's al-Qaeda network has a warning for us. He says more attacks will come. In a videotape released yesterday, he says the hijackings aboard planes will not stop. Meanwhile, President Bush will unveil a new most wanted list of 22 suspected terrorists today at the FBI. Florida's health department says all clear in an office where 2 men were exposed to anthrax. There are no more signs of the bacteria there. One of the men exposed to it died. The Chatham and Effingham County health departments are keeping an eye on the anthrax investigation in Florida. They're part of a statewide network monitoring the situation. Health officials say not to panic. Anthrax is not contagious from one person to another. Good news for Georgia Public College students called to serve their country. They'll get full refunds on their tuition and fees if called for military service in the war on terrorism. Chatham County needs a new commissioner. 3rd District seat holder Martin Jackal has resigned nearly a week after admitting to sexual misconduct. A special election will be held to find someone to take Jackal's place. And too much stress is wreaking havoc on the love lives of managers and the self-employed. Italian sexologists discovered 1 in 3 self-employed men or managers suffer from a lack of sexual desire. The team found unemployed people and students are less likely to suffer from such problems. Finally, call it a bar for the paranoid. Barry's Underground is for sale in Elkhorn, Nebraska. Owner Barry Coughlin says the bar is built to withstand just about everything. The underground structure was originally designed to be a bomb shelter for cows. It has reinforced concrete walls up to 2 feet thick and grass growing on the roof. Coughlin says the building has lots of potential, but he wants out of the bar business. Asking price for the bomb shelter bar is $250,000.
A bomb shelter for cows?
Yeah.
All right, single file, no pushing, no shoving.
Your Kix 96 forecast is next.
Kix 96, Savannah's country leader. That's why I'm here. Stenny Chesney. And the reason that people are gathering in the parking lot, we're going to have our press conference in the Kix parking lot coming up in just a moment. As we give you the final tally on the quest for the Million Pennies, I think you're going to be pleased with what the the school children here in Kix Country have gotten together for the Red Cross Disaster Relief Fund. Kix 96, Savannah's country leader, tender moment. There's Leroy Parnell at 7:38, 22 minutes until 8, and 61 degrees. And that makes a perfect morning for our press conference in the parking lot. The quest for the Million Pennies has come to a close, and in a big sort of way. We've had it counted, and it's time to move on to things. Let's check in now. Our correspondent who's in the parking lot right now, Laura Anderson.
Hi, Mike. I'm out here and surrounded by a lot of people, some kids as well. Good. We have the CEO of the Red Cross out here for the check presentation TV. We have Mike, the volunteer with the Red Cross, who's helped us so much. Jim Stewart, the driver of the Kix 96 Travis truck, is here. He worked so hard for us, and I wish we had Adventure out as well, but unfortunately he had to run out of town right away.
Yeah.
Now, in just a little bit, we will do the check presentation with the kids. Right now, they're practicing the presentation and the Pledge of Allegiance.
Okay.
And in the meantime, I would like to thank all of the schools that helped us out. And Blakely's mom, Blakely's out here. Miss Georgia Princess, she's out here. She'll bring over the list of the schools that helped us out.
Okay.
I can start naming them right away. Schools in Kix Country that collected pennies, loads of pennies.
Absolutely.
Largo Tibet Elementary in Savannah, Smiley Elementary in Ludowici, St. Michael's on Tybee, St. Peter the Apostle on Wilmington Island, Islands Elementary on Wilmington Island, Springfield Central Elementary School, Claxton Elementary brought us a bunch of pennies. We weren't able to make it out there, but they brought them to us, which is wonderful.
Yep.
Richmond Hill Mid Elementary, Lanier Primary School in Bryan County, Carroll's Day School in Rincon, Langston Chapel Elementary in Statesboro, as well as Langston Chapel Middle School, Bartow Elementary in Savannah, Hinesville Child Care, Lewis Fraser Middle School in Hinesville, Frank Long Elementary in Hinesville, and Joseph Martin Elementary in Hinesville, Carver Elementary in Richmond Hill. Listen to all these schools that participated. We had so many more that wanted to help out, but unfortunately we weren't able to get to all of them. Two more, Stilson Elementary in Stilson and Georgetown Elementary. We have, as I mentioned, Blakely out here, as well as Ashley Dixon. It's her birthday, so we're going to have her help out with the presentation in just a little bit. Now, this is the quest for a million pennies with the kids in Kix Country to help out the American Red Cross Disaster Relief Fund. And I think we surpassed 1 million, but we will find out in just a little bit on Kix 96.
We'll let you know how many million pennies we actually have in the actual total. Let me ask you one thing real quick, Laura. Uh-huh. Is Bubba Hawkins here yet? Because he was the one that tried to put this whole thing together.
I don't see Bubba. Anybody see Bubba?
He's not.
No one sees Bubba.
Oh, that's he's a no-show. That's
no-show. I mean, it's hard to see in the crowd, but I don't see him out here.
The check presentation is coming up. Yeah, you would smell him. Check presentation is coming up, so hang with us because I know everybody's interested in that and wants to hear exactly how they came out. Somebody's on the line here. Hang on just a minute. Kix, hi.
Yeah, Bubba Hawkins calling him.
Oh, well, that's great.
Sit out here, Bugger at my trailer.
What do you mean you're at your trailer? You're supposed to be here. Why are you at your trailer? We got the whole.
Take all the pennies and coins that you got stuck in your vehicle, like on an ashtray and stuff that fit me.
Yeah, and donate it. That's right. Why aren't you?
Now, that was my penny.
Well, that just figures.
Why did you come to me?
Mike and Laura.
Kix 96, Savannah's country leader. Time to return back out to the press conference in the parking lot. Mike and Laura's quest for 1 million pennies, and let's pick it up from the ceremonies that'll take place right now.
Well, the time has almost come, but we will open up the ceremony with Ashley and Blakely doing the Pledge of Allegiance for us. So everybody, put your right hand over your heart and get ready for the Pledge of Allegiance. Here we go, girls.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Wonderful. And quickly, now, Ashley, it's your birthday today. How old are you?
9.
9? Let's sing her happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ashley. Happy birthday to you. So we have a birthday girl and Miss Georgia Princess out here, and they will present the Red Cross. We have the CEO, Rick Walters. We have Liz Longshore and our wonderful volunteer, Mike Vaughn, out here, who are with the Red Cross representing the Disaster Relief Fund. And the girls right now, Ashley and Blakely, will present them with the check. Here you go, girls.
On behalf of the school children in Kix Country, we want to present you with this check. for $33,946.
Wow. You kids raised $33,946. Wonderful. Thanks, everybody, for your help. Jim, with the truck, we couldn't have done it without you because, we found out that all the pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters weighed more than 20,000 pounds.